Welcome back to another episode of Recapping 90 Day Fiance. Today we are on Season 10, Episode 15, and I will be covering two couples, Manuel and Ashley and Clayton and Anali. The two pairs are just days away from their wedding, and these episodes focus on them celebrating their respective bachelor and bachelorette parties. So let's get down and dirty with them. Sit down, buckle up, and let's go for a ride. Let's start off with Clayton and Anali. So last episode, we discovered that Clayton is terrible at planning. His wedding is in 72 hours and he only got flowers and plates. That is it. Apparently to him, wedding planned. And we find out that Brandy says that she planned a chill bachelorette party for Anali, but is keeping it a secret that she has indeed hired a stripper. Back to the present, Anali is getting herself gussied up for her bachelorette party, and Clayton decides to be a man and lay down some ground rules.
No hombres. No strippers.
Anali's like, okay, and who's making these rules? And Clayton is like, well, me, because I'm the boss. The boss of what? You get laid one time, and now you wear the pants in the relationship? Now, Anali is kind of unsure if she is dressing too formal because Brandy did mention that it was going to be a super chill, backyard, bonfire kind of situation. But she is, on the other hand, also hoping that Brandy lied because this is her first time going out without Clayton and she's ready to get down. Cameron arrives and is greeted by Clayton. The two opt for a handshake instead of a hug to further the ruse, I guess, that they are friends and not actually in love.
We're not gonna do the hug this time. Let's do the handshake, the normal one.
All right, man.
The normal one? Hugs are normal. What kind of hugs are you giving him? Anali tells the boys, behave, and she heads out. She tells us that whatever Brandy has planned will be way better than whatever Clayton has planned, cause man can't plan shit. She says that he'll probably just have a chill nerd out session since, what else can he do alone with Cameron? Okay, I get that I run with the joke that Clayton and Cameron are secretly in love a little too hard, but come on, Clayton even ships them together.
All right, ready to go strip down and go swimming? You ready to go swimming?
The two have an absolute blast in the pool, splashing like it is the cutest romantic comedy you have ever seen. All jokes aside, this is the most wholesome date I have ever witnessed. Their friendship is so cute. Anali arrives at the bachelorette party. She is a little nervous since she will know absolutely no one there. After introductions, Brandy reveals to her her dirty little secret.
Esto no es una noche de cine. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much.
And the group head out to the party bus to enjoy in drinks, snacks, and hopefully a whole lot of dong. The music starts and in walks an officer of the law.
Somebody asked for an officer?
Immigration and the white.
Damn, she got jokes. That was fucking funny. He is a little old for my personal taste, but I can see why he is still employed because that man is slanging dong. This man is earning his keep right now. Anali tells us that she kind of told Brandy that she wanted a stripper as a joke because she never actually thought it was gonna happen, but she don't look that mad about it. Oh my God. If I ever do a bachelorette party, I don't think I would ever want like a solo stripper in a small confined space kind of situation. I would rather go see a show like Magic Mike or Dita Von Teese striptease. Like those things would probably wet my whistle. There's just something about a stranger dry humping the air so that his sweater covered meat stick flops up and down inches from my face that I just don't really find that appealing. Back at the rental home, Cameron and Clayton settle down for a wild night of clicking and questing. I discovered that Clayton is one of the world's top players in old school RuneScape. The man has banked over 20,000 hours in that game. I disappeared off the face of this earth for 2 whole weeks playing Baldur's Gate 3, and I banked 200 hours out of a possible 336. I cannot imagine doing that 100 more times in my entire lifetime. Anyway, Cameron turns to Clayton and he's like, bro, this is the weirdest bachelor party I have ever been to. And Clayton brushes it off like a nerd.
Didn't ask, plus ratio, plus L.
It is so funny to see the juxtaposition between Anali and Clayton's parties. Because again, Clayton, quiet, all you hear are clicks, and Anali's like out here shotgunning a beer.
And now we're all covered in beer.
Back to Anali. Anali heads back inside with Brandy, and she says that she would love to get closer to Brandy and be kind of like sisters. Brandy, on the other hand, says she wants to get Anali drunk AF so that she can find out who she really is. Brandy goes on to ask Anali, how have things been with mom in the closet? Anali explains it's fine for now, but once they get married, mama has to move out so that they can have their privacy.
Ella vivirá contigo para siempre. Wow.
Yeah, together forever.
Brandy goes on to tell us that Clayton has always lived with his mom to a disturbing degree.
They will not leave each other's side.
Anali says that she will have a serious talk with Clayton about it because if Claire keeps living with them, their marriage will end in divorce. Brandy does get a little emotional because Clayton actually called her recently to tell her that he does want his mother to move out so that he can live a life with Anali, but he doesn't know how to break the news to his mother. And now Anali is talking about getting divorced 2 days before marrying him, so Brandy is getting a little nervous. Moving on to Ashley and Manuel. Starting off in my neck of the woods, Rochester, New York, we are with Ashley and Manuel. Last episode, these two were at Niagara Falls where they fought about money again, but they do make up in the presence of a beautiful, magical, and lucky rainbow that they take as a sign to mean that they are meant to be together. And they scream out into the void that they are in love and they are ready to get married. Now back to the present. The pair are making their way to Florida to get married. Ashley is so happy that so many of her friends could make it, but she does say that she's pretty upset that Sully chose not to come.
He's done a lot that make me honestly question his character. I don't want to bring that kind of vibe to your wedding because I know how I am.
While Ashley and Manuel head to the grocery store to pick up some food and other supplies, the bridesmaids go ahead and decorate the rental house for a surprise party for them. Sienna asks Alicia if she thinks that those two should be getting married, and Alicia says,
Yeah.
Yeah, bueno.
She says that she wishes them well, that she wishes they had more time, but you know what? They're here, and she's gonna make sure not to be negative and make sure they all have a great time. Ashley and Manuel arrive to the house, and they are so surprised and absolutely touched. Ashley says that this indeed proves that her friends are ride or dies, because despite all of their concerns about their relationship, they are all here to celebrate.
And so they're gonna go on this journey, and if it all goes to they'll be here too.
Manuel says that he's super happy because even though these people do not know him, they put in all of this effort to plan and execute something that is so thoughtful. The party heads onto a party boat to have their joint bachelor and bachelorette party, and Manuel is super feeling himself. Manuel FaceTimes his family, but the call drops and he's unable to get through. Manuel quickly crashes down from his partying high as he starts thinking about his family, and he actually starts to get really emotional. He says that he misses his family, he wishes his kids, his mother, his siblings were here celebrating with him. I feel so bad for him. I cannot imagine being in a different country where I don't speak the language, celebrating my wedding with a bunch of people that I don't know, and not having my sisters, not having my mother. Like, I can't imagine that. Especially if I'm whooping it up on a boat and my family's back home living a super poor life. So they don't show this part, but it is lightly touched upon later. But Manuel apparently was able to get in contact with his son Charlie, and he gives the phone to Ashley so that the two of them can get to know each other.
I want those boys to know that I'm not here to take their dad away, and I love them just as much as I love their dad.
And I'm really shocked that they didn't include this, because that's like one of the biggest criticisms that other people have, is that Manuel keeps his family a secret, but he's like starting to open up, and I feel like that would have been really great to see that moment. Nighttime has fallen, and the wedding party surprises the bride and groom by taking them to a strip club. Apparently, Manuel was supposed to go off with Jonathan for a separate bachelor party, but Jonathan is passed out in the corner somewhere, so Manuel gets to hang out with the girls. I was a little concerned that the two of them were going to a strip club together because, quick story time, the one time I went to a strip club was for my best friend at the time, his 18th birthday party. And his girlfriend was there, and it was super awkward because we paid for him to get a lap dance, and he's sitting there super stiff. This woman is grinding her booty in his face, and he is just white knuckling the arms of his chair, trying to figure out where is the appropriate place to look that won't get him yelled at. And his girlfriend is next to him, like choking out her purse while she's holding his hand in like a vice grip, being like, you better not enjoy this. And it was just really awkward for everybody. So I thought we were gonna have that kind of situation. I was thankfully mistaken. Ashley is having the best damn time. She is slapping asses, she's making it rain, she is sliding dollars into the thongs of the women giving Manuel lap dances. She's having a blast, Manuel's loving it, it's great. In the middle of the festivities, Ashley decides that this is the correct time to pull Alicia away and talk to her about everything that has been going on with Sully.
I want him to have the same relationship with you guys that I have.
Alicia says as long as everybody is respectful, they are all adults, it's gonna be fine. Manuel and Sully do not have to be besties. Ashley tells her that for whatever it's worth, she does believe Manuel really reflected on Sully's criticism and really took it to heart. Alicia is super happy to hear this. They reaffirm their love for each other, hug it out, and go back in to continue living their best life. That is it for this recap, my Panda Pals. I will be covering the other couples in another episode coming out later this week. Not a lot really happened in this episode, but I feel like this is the calm before the storm because we're getting really close to wedding day for these guys. I am tingling with anticipation. I'm a huge theater nerd. Do not judge me. Or do. I can't really control you. I'm not Justin Igor. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. As always, thank you for not letting me ride this train wreck alone. Bye.